human element is still extremely important in the car business. Human element, in my opinion, and of course it's a humble opinion, but I don't think it's going to go away ever from people are social animals. People want to interact with each other. We don't want to just cut and dry paperwork and get a shipment. Maybe it's good enough for Amazon to do, but I don't believe that for making a major decision like purchasing of the vehicle, which is still somewhat emotional, there is certain human element is involved. So yes, absolutely, human interaction is extremely important. However, with this said, it's only important in the last final stages of the purchasing process. The first stages that has to do with narrowing down the field and making sure what kind of car you want, because there's millions of cars out there and they have all different equipments and different pricing and different programs and different feel and different looks. All this now can be done in the privacy of your own home without really getting any salespeople bearing on you and trying to influence your decision. You can make your own decision based on you and your family and how everybody feels about it. And then when all this is already said and done, and you know what vehicle you want, and you know what programs are available, and you know what interest rate is available, and you know the dealership is the right dealership, that's a time to connect to somebody at the dealership and eliminate this whole selling process and this whole negotiating process as much as you can, and just to finalize the transaction in a friendly, simple, no pressure, no headache, just a simple, easy way. That's what I think is Internet brings into the world of a car business. And I personally, and I believe that my people agree with me, that we invite this, because to us that makes our job also easier. I mean, selling process is it's never been a fun to a customer. I got a news for you, it's never been fun to us either. We want a simple, easy transaction when people know what they're doing and they know there's very little anymore difference in pricing. Whichever dealership you go to, the price is technically the same. Get a quote from every Honda dealer in town and you will be within $200-300. So what the difference is, it all goes back to convenience, and it goes back to dealer reputation and how this dealer is going to take care of you after the transaction is completed. Now that is where you want to be, and that's a most important thing that you can do by using internet and social medias and all other ways of interacting with your dealer. And a couple months ago, we decided that we want to try something a little bit different. We Googled ourselves. We Googled Mile High Acura, Mile High Honda, Mile High Mitsubishi, and we found approximately 12 reviews from different sources. And out of 12 reviews, approximately 5 were good, and approximately 5 or 6 or 7, I remember, were not good. And that was unhappy people. And I always thought that only unhappy people really contact the dealership after the sale. People that have issues, they call looking for a general manager, looking for somebody to help them and hopefully to fix it. So what we decided to do is we decided to have a 1 month of asking everybody who walks to a dealership, people that bought cars, people that didn't buy cars, people that serviced cars, people that bought parts. We asked every one of them to share their experience. Good, better, positive. Doesn't matter. Never asked for good reviews. Just said, please tell us how we're doing. And I have to tell you, the results to me were totally overwhelming. If you Google Mile High right now, Mile High Honda, Acura, Mitsubishi, you will find that Google Places, there is a 557 reviews. And that's from 12 that were there just a few months ago. And this is a folks that don't have any problems. They are not unhappy. They're extremely actually happy, and they want to share their positive experiences. And that's what really just floored me. I never in my life I've heard anything like this, that there is a 500 some odd people in a period of only months and a half that want to share their positive, and if you want to know how positive, you read it, experiences that they had in our dealership. And that brought me to think of how wide that community out there that actually want to talk about how they feel, what they did with other people. And right now we are pretty much, and it's hard for me to do because I'm from a generation that, I still have my reservations about Facebook. Even though I just opened my own account a couple days ago with the help of my 14-year-old daughter. But, it is just something that's totally new to our generation, but to a new generation, it's a way of life. And right now, Mile High is in the process of establishing its own Facebook account, which we had for a little bit, but we're trying to expand on it and try to involve more of our employees and their friends and their relatives to fan and like our dealership. And hopefully the goal really is, because Facebook doesn't sell cars. Facebook does not, we're not looking to it as an advertising source. We're looking to a Facebook as a way to stay in touch with our customers, so we know what's going on in their life, and so they know what's going on in ours. And hopefully the next time people want to service their car or buy parts or sell or buy a car, they will think of us as their partner, if you will. Community always existed. The community, unfortunately, had a very limited forum in which to express itself. And, you could talk to your neighbors and you could talk to your co-workers, and that's probably numbers in tens people, maybe dozens of people. But that took a long, long time for this to really go around and became a real word of mouth. Right now, as soon as you post something on a web, it's for millions to see. And I know it's irrelevant to a lot of people, but anybody who is searching for a specific place to do business with, or for a specific place to buy a car, for a specific place to service a car, when they go to that place and then they put their zip code and they want to know who the closest, and when they find that dealership, they want to know that dealership is a right dealership to go to, not just by convenience reasons, but also by its reputation. And how else are you going to find a reputation of a dealer unless you listen to people that have been here before? Good, better, or relevant. And that is exactly what, to me, that means. Sure, community always existed, but they never had an ability to speak up and to give that reputation to a dealership that now exists.